Hello, everybody. Welcome to your weekly celebrity reading. This week it is Frank Ocean. And as I do with all my celebrity readings, they are based on subscriber requests. So if you have a celebrity you want me to read, drop them in the comments. Now, Frank Ocean, he was requested several times. All my readings are cold readings. If someone does a reading for a celebrity that they are that they really like, sometimes they can like subconsciously interpret the cards in favor of that person. So this is a completely unbiased reading. What I will tell you, and I'll spend like 30 seconds talking about this. I always look at their birth chart. And so not only is he a Scorpio, he has a stellium in Scorpio. His Mercury's in Scorpio. His Venus is in Scorpio. And his Pluto is in Scorpio. So that's a lot of Scorpio activity, and his midheavens in Scorpio. I mean, I don't know the time he was born, so there were conflicting data on that, so I can't get his rising sign, I can't get what houses they're on, so I don't want to give you like information that's not accurate. But if it is with the most dominant time that does show up, that his midheaven Scorpio, I mean, it really is like I think of Scorpio, just very passionate, that intensity and the things that he does leave even like a sense of mystery. He could be like a very private person. It really is, but he is definitely, there's a lot of Scorpio activity in him. So what's happening right now, that today is May 20th. So yesterday we had very powerful new moon in Taurus. I mean, half the solar system was in Taurus at that time. This was days after Jupiter moved into Taurus. So what does that mean for him, and for all Scorpios for that matter, is that he could have had something to do with partnerships. He could have partnered up with someone to do something in his career, even in love as well. Again, I don't Google them. I don't know what's going on in their lives. Just whatever shows up in my Google News feed, and that's that Coachella thing. And with the request, no one really asked any specific questions. It was just Frank Ocean, Frank Ocean, Frank Ocean. So I can tell you that with Mars going in Leo, Venus going into Leo next month, that's going to be all summer long. So that's focusing on his career. So there's going to be a lot of intensity toward his career. The 10th house rules career, public fame, public recognition, achievements, honors. He's probably also going to spend a lot of time with at home with Pluto moved into Aquarius for Scorpios. That's their 4th house. So domestic matters. So maybe like a lot of activity with it could be like partnership. It could be his actual home. He could be moving. He could be buying a lot of properties. But yeah, that is it's the fact that he has his Pluto in Scorpio, and when it's stellium is when you have 3 or more planets in a specific sign. So when I say he's Scorpio, he's very Scorpio. He's very Scorpio. Remember, 4 planets in Scorpio is a lot. Pluto in Scorpio is really interesting. It's, we just entered Gemini season. And for him, that's his 8th house. And that is, death and rebirth. All right. So just think of like just a lot of light shining in that area. And with him having Pluto in Scorpio, Scorpio is the native ruler of the 8th house. And so there could be a big change that he's going through. But definitely he will have a lot of expansion with partnerships. Okay. Again, partnering up with someone or, in career or even in relationships. But it's always good to hear from y'all when y'all leave comments on what's going on in their lives, because I do not know. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for Frank Ocean for right now. See just kind of like his energies right now, and what we can expect from him. So again, this is a reading for Frank Ocean. And again, I feel really bad not knowing half the requests I get. I just do not know who they are, but I only read, like, I never pick the celebrities or whatnot. So they definitely, if you want me to read someone. And the other thing is, it is a long list. There's over like 80 people on this list, and I only do 1 celebrity a week. So I try to be fair and get through all of them. But yeah, this is really amazing. Looking at his spread, very, very, very significant. He is definitely planning his next it's taking a long time planning his next phase. But you can see that his spread here, it's all major arcanas and court cards other than the Two of Wands. And we'll talk about that. But he did pull the sun. All right. This is great. This is amazing. Especially, as I discussed, the sun is moving into Gemini, which rules his eighth house, death and rebirth. Him being a Scorpio, but having all this energy and activity in Scorpio, which is the native ruler of the eighth house, death and rebirth. But things have been really good for him. He's in a place where it's almost like he has a sense of freedom from something. It's like, but it's very optimistic card. This is like the biggest yes in tarot. This is all about optimism. This is vitality. This is growth. This is abundance. Feeling really good. Feeling really good. Like things have been going his way. The things that he's wanted have been going his way, and he's been feeling really good about that. And I'm still getting this like burn it down, build it up energy coming through, but let's keep going. Queen of Wands in the heart of his spread. Now, this is the most popular queen. This is a very charming queen. This is a queen that, I always say, think of like Nicole Kidman, think of, Charlize Theron, whoever, Rihanna, like walking into a room, they can get whatever they want, okay? Just like the Queen of Wands. She has the power to attract whatever she wants. She's very passionate. She's very passionate. She also, what I really love is that she does have the black cat. I call her like the witch of tarot, but in a good way, because she does have this uncanny ability to, get whatever she wants in this spellbinding way. But also that black cat just being in tune, in touch with her shadow self, like very confident. I'm very confident here. Now, this is really great. It looks like there is something that has come through that he's in a place where he wants to attract things, and he wants to be he's looking at things in a very optimistic way. In fact, if you do take a close look at the Queen of Wands, you see the sunflower in her hand. All right, that sunflower has the full powers of the sun. Okay, so this is really, really, honestly, when I say when she can make things happen, she can make things happen. This came up in the heart of his spread, and so there's this sense of, okay, cool, like I'm really, really in a place where there's things that I want. Nothing's gonna stop me. I'm gonna get it. He's, like quadruple Scorpio, so he's definitely like putting that passion energy, really. And again, a lot of it is career related for sure. He did get the Ace of Pentacles in his challenge area, so there's two things here. Something he could have, there's something that came through that he could have wanted, but he just needs to really, it's when I said like planning his next step, and it might take a while, this is showing that there could have been something that has come through, and it's really like he doesn't know how to handle it yet in his life. But also there is the fact that the Ace of Pentacles, which is the biggest pentacle in the deck, and the Ace is ushering in this new change, new opportunity. There could be something that did come through, or I'm sorry, didn't come through that he really wanted. So it works both ways, but with what's coming through energetically for me is that there is something that came through, but it's something that he is really, it's very new. It's very new for him, okay? It could be something like on his path to enlightenment. It could be something in his material world, possibly, most likely in his material world, like a new, like a job offer or an opportunity in some other direction. But he really needs to like baby it, okay? Because I'm just getting this impression it's not like, it's so new to him. But he did get the Two of Wands in his crown. So this really is all about moving forward, planning your next step. You can see this man standing at the highest point in the castle. He has a world in his hand, okay? So kind of think of it as like someone who has really just, conquered something. Like I always say, like think about like the 14th century, the medieval times, right? When tarot did come out. Let's say there was like a big battle and you won the battle. It's like, hey, you're standing at the top of your castle, you got the world in your hands, everything's good. Now what's next? So it really is planning here. It's planning what's going on. I mean, you can see he's looking out into the sea there, and it's like there's so much possibility. It's really right now, this is what he's doing. Frank is just really planning his next step taking his time is a big message coming through. He also got the High Priestess, and that's really affirming that is, the High Priestess came at the root of his spread, so he's really going deep now. He's going pretty deep. If he is, this card is ruled by the moon, and so if he is, if his birth chart really is the time that it said, what there was like four of them that really did say that it was like a certain time that he was born, then his moon is in Capricorn, and that really is just like all work at this point. But really, intuitively, okay, it's the High Priestess, she comes out when she says, hey, listen, go within, trust your intuition, go with your intuition. That's where all the answers are. They're in there. You see the Torah in her lap. It's half veiled, the book of law. And so you really have to go through like beyond your physical realm at this point. You have to go beyond the physical realm to really have that deep knowledge. It's inside you. Honestly, it's like trusting your intuition at this point. Really, really just that gut feeling and what's going next. And so that's what he's doing. That's why he's taking his time. He's really spending time, really going within to figure out what's next. Now, Ace of Cups. It looks like he's going to get what he wants. You see what's happening here. He's got the Sun, the Queen of Wands, with the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, this is the card. We call it the heart of tarot. You can see all 5 streams overflowing from the cup. That's our senses, right? So this is it's like rapturous. This is... I always say, think about the last time something happened in your life that brought you so much joy. Okay, it could be the fact that you had a baby, or you got proposed to, or you signed a record deal, just something that brought you so much joy that brought you to tears. Well, it looks like he is possibly going to have another moment like that. This came up in his future. And so I really love this. I also love the fact that partnership energy, remember I said Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, expansion, belief, faith, all of that. It's moved into his 7th house. And so one thing I'm going to point out, you do see the dove at the top here. So the dove is it is known universally as the symbol of love and harmony and peace, but doves mate for life. Okay, so that partnership energy is really huge. He could fall into this partnership that he really wanted, and so it's right here. A lot of self-love too. There's a lot of self-love going through here. I love this. He has an absolutely amazing spread. There definitely is something new coming through, and he's taking time to think about it. He's not rushing into anything. It's good. He's in a good place. So let's get to his staff. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. If you were one of those who requested Frank Ocean, it's always good to hear how this all aligns. But let's get to his stuff. So yeah, he's ready. He's moving forward. He got the Chariot. Okay, the Chariot is, I don't know if you're into numerology, the Chariot is number 7. 2023 is the year of 7. And so this is moving forward from any challenges, anything that has held you back, any obstacles. But there's like a maturity to this. Like, 7 is, you can think about lucky 7, sure, right? And the fact that synchronistically, the fact that Jupiter moved into his 7th house of partnerships. Come on. That's a big sign here. But it is introspection. 7 is introspection. Okay, so I love the fact that he did get the High Priestess here. That's what he's doing. He's going within. All right, trusting his intuition, really tapping into his spiritual side. But the Chariot, you can see when I say there's like a maturing quality with the Chariot. You can see that he has the Magician's baton in his hand. There's no reins here. He's holding the Magician's baton from the Magician. Card 1, you see the slivers of the moon from the High Priestess. Card 2, you see the city from the Emperor in the background. You see the lingam and the yoni right here in the middle from the Lover's card. So it's like going through your hero's journey, the Fool's journey, through the major arcanas. It's like you're learning these things as you grow. So it's really interesting because remember I said something it possibly is coming through that it's so new to him. He doesn't really know how to handle it yet. That's why he's doing in this planning mode. He's going within. He's trusting. He's trying to find that, tap into his intuitive side. But this is really great. This is, that balance of dualities here. This is Absolutely. I mean, you do see the two sphinxes, all right? And it actually doesn't even matter which, they're going opposite direction. It doesn't matter which way they go. Like, he's in the chariot seat. This is, I absolutely love this for him. I mean, he's charging forward, and then boom, he gets the three of cups. All right. So this is all about celebrating. This is all about like brotherhood, sisterhood. This is something special is going to happen in his life. Something huge. Because if you see this, again, I'm going to show you. You got the Sun with the Queen of Wands, with the Ace of Cups, and now the Three of Cups. So something new is coming through. Something that he wants is coming through. It's going to make him feel so good. This is a card of like rapturous joy. It's like nirvana. It's euphoria. It's elation to a whole other dimension. Celebrating. Like there's definitely something that's coming through that he really wanted. He's gonna get. Now he did get the moon, which is really interesting. That he did get the moon. The moon is ruled by Pisces, and I love the fact that remember the high priestess here, right? So with that moon energy, the moon. This is coming up in a place of his spread where he is again. It's again this burn it down, build it up energy is coming through. That's like a big thing, but you can see the moon, intuition, all right? Really trusting your intuition, really going within to not have any fears, any doubts, any stress, any of that hold you back. Really just trusting your intuition and evolving. That's what he wants to do, is just really evolve. This is absolutely amazing. I love this for him. Like he really just wants to move forward. That's all he wants to do. And he doesn't want to have any experiences that's going to like really rock his boat at this point. It doesn't look like there is nothing. And then lastly, he got the Hermit. He got the Hermit with the High Priestess. I mean, to talk about his spiritual journey, I mean, the Hermit is, the Hermit has a very different connotation these days than it did back in the 14th century. But at the end of the day, in the 14th, in medieval times, all right, so in medieval times, people trekked for, days, weeks to go find that sage wisdom from the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is someone full of sage. Like, he's climbed the top of the mountain. He's made all these achievements. Now, he needs this time alone, pushing himself away from others to just have that moment to do that deep soul searching. All right, remember, we've already seen that here with the High Priestess. Now here's that affirmation. And so he does have a little lantern light. What's really interesting is like that lantern light is helping him see the future, okay, or help to guide him into the future to see what's coming next. But you can only see so far with lantern light. And so where do you find all those answers? Again, it's within the lights inside him. And so he is going to be doing this whole big soul searching. And you can see that he has the wand here, the Hermit here, that just rooting him in the present as well. And the entire card is gray. Everything here is gray in Tarot's wisdom. And so there you go. There's your reading for Frank Ocean. He's definitely in I wouldn't be surprised if there's something that happens for him that is pretty groundbreaking, pretty big, especially with partnerships. But it's something that he's wanted, something that he's really wanted to, manifest, and he's been manifesting and really bring to life. It's going to happen with the Ace of Cups in his future next to the Three of Cups. Celebration, joy. I mean, like, really big deal here. This is a really big deal. Again, something pretty new. With the Ace of Pentacles in this challenge area, again, I'm just getting the sense it's something so new to him. He doesn't really know how. He's got to spend some time really figuring things out on how to move forward with it. And then 3 is all about growth, advancement, development, but it's also creation. Okay, so something new coming after the Ace of Cups. Remember that newness, Ace ushering in that new change, the new beginning, new opportunities. Like this is, you're definitely gonna see something new come from Frank Ocean. Something that for him is going to be really dear to his heart. Something that he's going to be very excited about. And then he's still going to do that soul searching. So it could even be just like a sense of him and this renewal of his spiritual journey. But it's definitely he's going to get something that he wants for sure, and it's going to be huge for him. So there's your reading for Frank Ocean. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you like this reading, would be great if you'd like, subscribe, all that stuff. Leave comments. Let me know what's going on in his life. And I will see you next week. All right. Thanks so much. Bye bye.